Now on 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app. O'Connor and Company.
It is 8:36. It's O'Connor and Company on this first day of spring, first day of the NCAA tournament, the Cherry Blossom Festival. It's Larry O'Connor with Julie Gumlach. Julie, I mean, there's no gentle way to put this, but I don't want to alarm anyone, but we are currently experiencing Stage 3 blossom in Washington, D.C.
There are stages, that's right.
Yeah, and it's incurable. There's no, I'm sorry. It's a chronic case of cherry blossoms, and Stage 3 is not something to toy around with.
Stage 3 is the very, I'm sorry. We should talk to somebody.
Yeah, let's bring in the expert.
Yes,
Diana Mayhew. She's the executive director of the National Cherry Blossom Festival, which begins today. It's busy season for you, so we appreciate you carving some time out for us. But can you explain, is there any recovering from Stage 3 cherry blossoms?
It's only moving forward from here. It's just
it's going to get worse.
Super exciting.
All right. What is Stage 3? This is when they sort of like where they emerge, like they grow out of the little pod they've been in, right?
Right. It's technically, I don't want to even start to try to attempt that. Stage 3, and then we are halfway there. So the prediction of the National Park Service, where the peak bloom between the 28th and 31st is still really close to that. Now that means, again, the blossoms bloom several days before and several days after, depending on the weather and how long they can stay on. So we have a lot to look forward to blossoms this spring.
Very cool. Now, everyone does. It's funny. I like to say that Washingtonians sort of have a love-hate relationship with the Cherry Blossom Festival. We love it. We love it. We love it. But we get a little freaked out by the crowds and the traffic and the parking and all the problems. But it's funny because it was like, oh, gosh, it's just so terrible. I was down there for 12 hours, It's like this restaurant is so bad and the portions are so small. So people love going to the Cherry Blossom Festival. What's different this year, if anything, from festivals in the past?
So every year we try to make it new and different. Although we have our traditional events, of course, we still have a lot of fun collaborations. And we kick off, actually today is kind of fun and new, working with guest services. They're doing a Stumpy's pedal and paddle boat race down on the tidal basin. So we're kicking off that way with our great partners, and they are donating. There's a small entry fee. They're donating portion of that, the fee to the Trust National Mall Cherry Tree Fund. So that's new and fun. In the festival, again, opening to this weekend at the tidal basin is the welcome area with the National Park Service, and where we present more than 100 performances for 16 days. That stage and that area is open for 16 days. So go ahead.
Diana, can you remind people of Stumpy? I love this story. And I don't remember. Stumpy, I think Stumpy was moved.
Stumpy is no more.
Is Stumpy gone?
Stumpy's gone.
Well, Stumpy, as everybody knows, Stumpy is gone. But there are probably at least 10 other Stumpy cherry trees down there.
Didn't they save a part of Stumpy? Like a little, didn't they?
No, Stumpy got mulched.
Well, they did graft before Stumpy got mulched. They did graft. The National Park Service has little seedlings that are starting now.
Okay.
Good.
But the story here with those cherry blossoms are that they need to be cared for and they need to be treated really well. So we're hoping when people come down there, they don't climb on those trees. But if you do go down there, you'll see there's probably another 10 other trees that are very related and look like Stumpy. So we can love them all.
Okay, so Stumpy lives on. I'm not going to be fatalistic like Larry. Stumpy's gone. No, Stumpy's lives on. Diana, I have a question. Many years we hear about the roots of the cherry trees being trampled and the weight of so many tourists climbing or not climbing on the trees, but walking where on the ground around where the trees are planted. What is the status of the trees? The health of the trees? Are they doing okay?
Yeah, and thank goodness for the Park Service who care about them year-round. But they do need to be cared for. So with maintenance, and there are trees that are being replaced right now with the improvements down at the tidal basin and around the Jefferson and all the seawall that will help reduce that flooding or hopefully eliminate the flooding, and that will help protect the trees longer. But everybody should take a personal role. This is my 25th year with the National Cherry Blossom Festival, and my wish to everyone is that they would just chip in $10 for anybody who's ever viewed them or seen them. There is a cherry tree endowment that the Trust for the National Mall manages. If you go to bloomcam.org/NCBF25 and just give a few dollars, that endowment could help those trees be cared for many, many years.
I mean, I can barely care for my own trees in my yard, but sure. I mean, why not? Your trees are nicer.
So many people go down in the morning, really early in the morning, to be the sunrisers.
Yeah.
There are people that jog and walk, take their dogs, or even have gotten married or engaged under the tree.
Me.
So we challenge you all. That's right. So $10, or whatever.
There you go.
Whatever moves you.
In honor of Julie's very happy marriage, we will see if we can get that done.
There you
and
go.
her growing
Memorial,
family. Yeah.
Stop it, Larry. Don't get Diana.
Thank you,
wrapped up in
Diana.
this.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Diana.
Thank you. But join us for 4 weeks, nationalcherryblossom.org. There's so many things to do. Come
Are you
on
wearing
down.
pink right now, Diana?
Of course.
I knew it.
Course.
I could tell.
It is the season. I was on the paddle boats at 6:30 this morning.
No way.
Good for you. All right.
Except my life jacket was red, not pink. So.
Look out for the goose poop, though, down there. I got to say. That's one of the problems with the
thank you.
tidal basin. All right, take care. It's 8:43.
Thanks, Diana.